Hello, my friends. This is Emiliano Martin, and I truly want to welcome you all a new episode of Poesía con Voz. In this occasion, a poem that has been written a long time ago by myself. A poem that I have been reading in just about every presentation I have given throughout the years. The poem may be probably 25 years old. It is in one of my chapbooks or later on books of poetry. I don't remember where I put it, but I do have a copy of the poem in my hands, and I will read to you. Kind of poets. And believe me, there are a lot of types. The poem goes like this. Long before medieval times, ever since man can remember, poets from different places have been graciously around. Yet, they have been categorized under three classifications: known poets, unknown poets, and anonymous poets. True, there were also the classics, but as you well know by now, good or bad, like always happens with art, lays in the eyes of you know what. We have laureate poets and aspiring poets, scholar poets and blue-collar poets, traditional poets and new age poets, domestic poets and off-the-wall poets, resident poets, and poets looking for a residence. I have seen underground poets, excellent poets, animated poets, patriotic poets, exciting poets, classical poets, and poets who show no class. But if that is not enough, there are grassroots poets, suburban poets, center city poets, homeless poets, amateur poets, performing poets, and poets who do not perform at all. There are also ethnic poets, frustrated poets, privileged poets, aging poets, surviving poets, good-looking poets, and poets who do not look good. Let us not forget seasoned poets, weekend poets, promising poets, new-in-town poets, out-of-town poets, gay lesbian poets, X-rated poets, show-off poets, talented poets, and yes, make-believe poets. Besides the neighborhood poets, there are truly unnoticed poets, comedian poets, forgotten poets, bitter poets, sarcastic poets, starving poets, lucky poets, and poets who do not get lucky. I do not want to put aside engaging poets, surprising poets, commercial poets, immature poets, low-esteem poets, spaced out poets, crying baby poets, and poets who do not cry. There are national poets, foreign poets, individual poets, adventurous poets, well-connected poets, and poets unable to connect. Did I mention political poets? Oh yeah, there are many. Sure, there are romantic poets, amusing poets, insecure poets, fulfilling poets, free verse poets, light verse poets, amazing poets, rhyming poets, and poets who cannot tell rhyme from prose. Yes, my friends, I have met popular poets, intriguing poets, dramatic poets, sensitive poets, drinking poets, feminine poets, well-read poets, and poets who do not read well. I do not want to forget old-fashioned poets, surprising poets, washed-up poets, show-off poets, painful poets, scary poets, religious poets, self-made poets, meaningful poets, sensual poets, shameful poets, and poets who have no shame. The list continues with poets who simply do not belong, but as long as they are honest, you damn right, I love them all. Well, this is the poem I wrote a long time ago, and still going on. People always ask me, could you please read that poem about the poets of blah blah blah? And I have, okay, I'll do it again. I may have done it over 100 times, and I still don't know how to do it in English. My name, Emiliano Martin, who appreciates very much your attention. Until next time, in Poesía con Voz, bye bye.